let's imagine that I've lost the plane. I'm going to flick safe. It's going to get into a left turn with some compensation on the elevator, and it's going to be keeping that attitude until I'm requiring it. So as you can see, it should be able to let you more than about 10 seconds for being able to reacquire visually the plane. And when you're requiring it visually, you just have to flick back the safe mode switch and you have back your control. So there we go. Safe is on. Safe is off, sorry. And just bring it back home. I think I'm going to try that in a thermal too. That should be fun. Let's talk about safe used with Sailplane. So in this case, I see safe more as an insurance policy. Not that you need it to fly it straight, but you could be losing orientation, and so flipping that safe switch will, like a beginner model, will bring you back in level flight. But on this Synapse unit, you can also do much more. Let's imagine that you've lost orientation, you've lost sight of your airplane because it was flying really far, or even maybe you have some sunscreen on your eyes or a bug. It takes only a few seconds usually for that model to dive down to the ground and be destroyed. So here we're going to look at what we can do with safe to have a little bit of an insurance policy. So the idea here is to put the model into a maintained left turn that will leave enough time to reacquire visually the plane, call somebody else to help you because you have some sunscreen in the eye, without the airframe doing some crazy silly things. Let's see how that mixing for safe work. So in mix, I have two mix. I have aileron safe, so which is on, that give right aileron on switch E, and elevator safe compensation that is on to elevator on switch E. I want especially thanks Miguel for explaining me the detail of those mixes. So here on the aileron, we have on that give right aileron on switch E, and as you can see switch E here, my gyro is off and I have nothing. I am going to go to AS3X. I still have nothing, and I'm now in safe mode. So in safe mode, I'm going to get an input of 100%, and as you can see on the aileron, it's going to be offsetting the input of the aileron and give you a 60-degree bank on the aileron. When the model is doing that, it's going to be necessarily picking up some speed before stabilizing. So we want necessarily to pull some elevator to be able to have a smooth turn at a slow speed. To achieve that, we're using the elevator safe compensation. Same principle on that give elevator on switch E. That switch E, when we're in gyro off, has no input when we are in AS3X, and a negative input here is that is giving us up elevator. So using that 60-degree bank plus up elevator, we will have a nice turn that will be making your plane visible. The turn is lasting about 10 seconds. I've been able from about 200 meters to wait about 30 plus seconds before taking back the model, and it gave me about 4 full circles, so plenty of time to reacquire the plane, when usually in that amount of time you will have your plane somewhere in the field, more or less land darting. I hope that it helped you and that you will be able to enjoy that functionality. Looking forward for discovering some others.